So my name is Destiny Agbanimu, and I'm a business development manager and also a venture builder with over 8 years of experience in the field, and I currently head funding a partnership with the Eko Innovation and Incubation for Startups. So most times we see a lot of young founders who are not really insightful, who have not gotten the insights to build their startup to that market fit stage. So what we do basically is to make sure that they have the right support system, the required funding to ensure that they scale as per how they want to scale. So that's what we do at the Eko Innovation Center. And in the last couple of years, I've facilitated sessions around career development, educational advancement, using technology. We talk about innovation, driving innovation across different systems, and see how we can integrate innovation into every businesses that we find ourselves. And also supporting most of the international development partners for program implementation. So I do a lot of things, but it's just around me trying to provide solutions to the most pressing problem in our society and community. Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned, and I also saw it in your profile that about strategic partnership. Okay. I believe that strategic partnership is partnerships are maybe the second most important ingredient for success for individuals, okay, businesses and countries. Okay. Now we need to take it very seriously. Okay. So tell us about your views about strategic partnership, and what partnerships are you guys working on and trying to develop?
Okay, so that's a very interesting question. So in the last couple of years, we've done quite a lot of projects, and of which we do not have all the required capacity to deliver. Sometimes we talk about sustainability, we talk about penetration, we talk about market penetration or grassroots penetration or engagement. And somehow we do not have all the required capacity. So we look at for technical partners, we look at for people who are good in the grassroots engagement, some people who are very brilliant in the stakeholders engagement. We look at for people who have strategic funding partnership existing with some international donors and who will be willing to fund these projects we are working on. So what we do basically is that we do what we call a partnership map. The partnership map helps to identify the areas of implementation. So we can see people who only want to fund, who only want to partner with people providing services or providing project solution in the education sector. We see kind of partners who want to look at the climate change. We see partners who want to look at human capacity building and all of that. So we do a partnership map to identify the core areas, the strengths, and the penetration you have. So what is your experience as a partner in most of the states we have in Nigeria? We need to get those reports. What are your challenges? What are the kind of stakeholders you are currently working with? So once we have those things, we need to go into strategic partnership in the long term. Somehow we used to put in the long term because we want to see projects having huge sustainability, talking about environmentally and economically. So why do I think partnership is important? As an organization or as an individual, you cannot do everything alone. You have your weaknesses, right? So it's for you to look at other organizations or other individuals or institutions who can, collaborate with you to design a particular solution and implement that particular solution, right? So for the common goal and for the common good, we see a long-term impact. Why? Because we have two systems coming to place to partner to achieve a common goal. So it makes sense because you can't assume yourself as all the strengths.
Only one.
Yeah, you can be good at something, you cannot be good at everything. And again, when you talk about project management, there are a lot of components, right? There are a lot of components involved. It could be communication and advocacy, it could be campaign awareness, it could be monitoring and evaluation of projects, it could be stakeholders engagement. There are just several components that when you put them together, you achieve the common goal. So it is important that we do some kind of gap analysis, understand the strengths, and also see how we can partner with the required or the necessary partners to just do an overall implementation. So it's very important in any business. It's important in product management. So in product management, we call it API integration, right?
Okay.
So using Flutter Wave API to come into your own kind of thing. So they're your technical partners. It's different from them being your B2B clients.
Okay.
So that's why it's important. Yeah.
I like what you just said. See, right now I'm doing a strategic partnership with this podcast, okay, to help the podcast grow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm currently talking to several partners, potential partners in various countries in Africa to help the podcast grow. See, I understand clearly what you just said. Okay. Now, why am I very interested in this? Because as a society, many of us do not realize that our businesses, our personal lives can move forward faster, better, if we get partners. So it's important to help young people understand the need of collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one of the things that we have lacked very much as a society. Now, am I saying we haven't had partners to do certain things? We have, but we have not been very strategic. Okay. We have not been very strategic. We get partners to do certain things in our country, and in the long run, either the partners will get most of the benefits and the country will get minimal, or the partners after a while will be frustrated and they will leave. You see, developing a solid strategic partnership network in a society is very, very vital. Now, when it comes to businesses, young people starting businesses, and we are afraid to get other people involved. We want to hold the businesses totally from 100%. And that way it doesn't help us to scale the business.
Exactly. It doesn't.
See, if you get very good partners, give them shares.
Yeah.
To commit them to make the business work.
Exactly.
You see, we don't do that. That's one of the things that is holding us back. And I like what you guys do. I like what you guys do. So tell me, tell me a few of the big partners you guys have.
So recently we had the UNDP for the Eko Innovation Center. What they were helping us to do was to see how they can accelerate talent retention in Nigeria, because UNDP has an initiative known as the NGFP, the Nigerian Jubilee Fellowship Program. So what they do is that they pick out young people and try to provide them 1 year experience on the job. Okay. Right? They're going to be paid. So UNDP facilitates those processes. So once you are just a new school leaver from the university, they provide you an opportunity to work for an organization for a minimum of, I think, maximum of 1 year, minimum of 6 months to 1 year. So once you've been able to gather the required skill sets, then they let you go and put you into the job market to start providing valuable solutions. So when we did our AOT 4.0, we had the UNDP as one of our strategic partners. And why was this? Is because we needed to upscale. We needed to cover more areas where they have issues of talent management. And again, it was during the era of Japa. Japa was really sound in that period. So we needed, because again, UNDP already have programs that are trying to solve that particular problem. So when we're trying to do a conference, when we did a conference, we saw a lot of partners that we can work with, right? We're trying to seek UNDP as a funding partner on how they can provide support services through their own multilateral or bilateral donors to their own organization. So that they can upscale and make sure that every strategy we've had is achievable, right? Every of our goal, every vision that we had at the Eko Innovation Center were achievable. And again, UNDP were doing a lot of things. And currently we are doing some other programs, of which I wouldn't want to disclose some very strategic.
That's okay.
Yeah, very strategic partner are there. Until we start seeing the programs come to light, we begin to
I understand.
see a lot of things happening.
Okay.